Morecambe confirmed the dismissal of Derek Adams just one day after the club officially came under the control of new owners Panjab Warriors. Adams, in what was his third spell in charge of the Shrimps, had been appointed in June 2024, but his latest stint has come to a swift end with the new era beginning at the club. The 50-year-old Scot first took charge of Morecambe in 2019, guiding them to an historic promotion to League One via the playoffs in 2021 before leaving that summer. He later returned in February 2022 and remained until November of that year, before his most recent reappointment last summer. Adams stayed with the club during what was a chaotic pre-season marked by ownership uncertainty, but after 14 months in charge, which included the relegation from League Two, he has now departed. The club released a statement offering sincere gratitude to Adams for his leadership and steadiness during challenging times. They praised his role in delivering Morecambe into League One for the first time in history and his ability to stabilize the team when pressures mounted, acknowledging that his contribution will remain an important part of their story. The decision to part ways comes as Panjab Warriors begin their tenure as owners, with the club confirming that fresh funds have already been provided to cover outstanding wages, football creditors, and debts owed to HMRC. The financial struggles had led to the suspension of Morecambe from the National League earlier this summer, forcing the postponement of their first 3 matches. With the takeover complete and funds secured, the suspension has been lifted and the Shrimps are now set to host Altrincham in their season opener this Saturday. The new ownership group outlined their plans in a statement, admitting that while their long-term ambition is to restore Morecambe to the English Football League, the difficulties faced over the summer mean promotion is unlikely this season. Instead, the immediate priority will be to rebuild the foundations behind the scenes, implement processes that support long-term growth, and ensure the team remains competitive on the pitch. Once all creditors are fully paid, the transfer embargo that has hampered the club will also be lifted. The takeover ends Jason Whittingham's tenure as owner, which began in May 2018. His bond group had placed the club up for sale nearly 3 years ago, sparking a prolonged period of instability that is now drawing to a close. In their statement, Panjab Warriors thanked Whittingham for his time in charge and wished him well for the future, while signaling that their leadership marks the start of a fresh chapter for the club.